Welcome to Uncommon Courtesy.
Where we give you the courtesy of conversation.
That's uncommonly spoke of.
I'm D-Mac.
I'm Wesley.
And this is the show. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to catch us on our other shows, The Nightly Strange, Civil Discourse, Plays and Parlays, and UFC with LT. Hello, Wes. How you doing today?
I'm good. About yourself, brother?
Nothing, man. Just watching the world burn.
Hey, it's even worse, man. Like, before we even get into our first segment, I feel like we've been kind of remiss and not talking about something that you brought up today as a subject, which will be Gaza, man. It's just, we don't let it think this is slipped through our minds. We know this is going on. There's just been so many other things going on, but this is a very important subject, and I'm happy that you brought it to the table today, man. Yeah. And I want to let you go ahead and delve into the subject, but yeah, man, it's just saddening, man. Honestly,
it is. Gaza facing man-made mass starvation, says who's to Tedros. Gaza is suffering a man-made mass starvation caused by a blockade on aid into the Palestinian enclave, World Health Organization chief said on Wednesday. He spoke following an appeal by more than 100 aid agencies warning of hunger in Gaza, while tons of food, clean water, and medical supplies sit untouched just outside the territory. I don't know what you would call it I don't know what you would call it other than mass starvation, and it's man-made. And that's very clear, Tedros told a virtual press conference live stream from Geneva. This is because of the blockade. Gaza's food stock had run out since Israel, at war with Palestinian militia group Hamas since October 2023, cut off all supplies to the territory in March and then lifted the blockade in May, but with restrictions that it says are needed to prevent aid from being diverted to militia groups. As a result, international aid agencies say only a trickle of what is needed currently reaching people in Gaza. Israel says it's committed to allowing an aid, but must control it to prevent it from being diverted by militias. It says that it has let enough food into Gaza during the war, and blames Hamas for the suffering of Gaza's 2.2 million people. 10 more Palestinians died overnight from starvation, the Gaza Health Ministry said, bringing the total number of people who have starved to death to 111, most of them in recent weeks as a wave of hunger crashes the Palestinian enclave. The WHO said the deadly surge in malnutrition has caused the death of at least 21 children, reported to the agency in 2025, but stressed that the figures are likely the tip of the iceberg. Centers for treating malnutrition are full without sufficient supplies for emergency feeding. The WHO added, as the hunger crisis has been compounded by collapse of aid pipelines and restrictions on access. I need to put this in there too, that they've killed, Israel has killed 1,000 aid workers. The people trying to go in there and give them aid, Israel has killed them and blown them up. You know what I'm saying? They're saying also about right journalists. Now. Yeah, about journalists too. They're saying so just give you a solid figure, ladies and gentlemen, about 600,000 people are starving to death right now in Gaza. They have pictures, we'll show them to you. They have these people in concentration camps. The same people you're supposed to sit here and never again, you're supposed to feel bad for, they're doing it to a whole nother group of people. They have no guns, they have no army, they have no military, women, children, and men inside of cages, dying and starving to death.
It's pretty sickening, man, that that the Biden administration, now the Trump administration, has allowed this to happen. We're the American people, so we are allowing this to happen as well. We're complicit in this genocide of the Palestinian people. Over 60,000 that they're saying. This is what they're saying. 60,000 people are dead, with another over 14,000 people missing, which are probably dead. They found mass graves by hospitals where they went in there and they just killed the people inside the hospital. The Israeli army and the so-called, I guess they are Jewish because they're not true. They're not the true Jewish people of that area. They shouldn't even really be there. But these people have massacred the Palestinian people with our weapons, with our money. Your tax dollars are going to helping out the massacre of children. I think they've killed 20-something thousand children.
And that number, I was talking to Wes off camera before we started. You need to triple that number, because the number was triple that, and then they decided to cut it. Like, oh no, we haven't killed that many. They took the number and only made it a quarter of it. So you need to understand this. When you hear that number, you need to triple it. That's how many people have died. But you need to understand right now, 600,000 people are starving to death.
Remember when they cut off because these people have control of the water. They've had control of this since the beginning, since before Hamas allegedly the attack from Hamas. They had control of the electricity, the water. They lived in an open air prison. They could not. No planes can fly in, no boats can come in without their say so. Nothing at all. This has been going on for a long time here. These are not the people. This is not their land in reality. People are not from here. These are European people who took on Judaism as they became Jewish. Oh, so now this is our motherland. This is not your motherland. You're not from there. You were never originally from there. None of these people are. Benjamin Netanyahu's name is not Benjamin Netanyahu. It's something totally different. You know what I mean? He's a European. He's an Ashkenazi. This is what these people are. People went to Europe. And he said, "But this just like the Egyptian president once said. He said, yeah, I would love to have the Jewish people back, but the problem is they left here, they left here black and came back white. You know what I mean? Not to knock that as a thing. Jewish people can be of any descent, any color or creed, but that doesn't mean you have ownership of the land. And now you're here killing." There's over 2 million plus Palestinian people in that area. They're pretty much talking about moving them completely out of the area, taking the waterfront property for themselves. Jared Kushner came out with this plan some years back. He talked about it. There's a video of him talking about this exact plan, which they're doing right now, so they can have the waterfront property on top. Bigger than that, there's like a lot of natural gas and probably oil, because normally when there's natural gas, there's also oil out right off the coast of Gaza. So they want that as well. They don't want the Palestinian people to have anything. They're trying to tell them, hey, move to Egypt, move somewhere else. Why? So that you guys who can steal their land. This is what you've been doing this entire time. You stole the land in the West Bank as well. It's just saddening, man, that we've had to sit here and watch this happen, and almost feel powerless, man, to watch people, kids, women, children, just starve, man, like literally starving. I saw a picture of a woman, man. Her face was, go ahead.
Yeah, they're showing a picture compared to, what happened to the Jews in the Holocaust. It's the same thing. But Wes, honestly, we're watching these people die in real time. Yeah. I mean, that's what's going to happen. There's nothing that's going to stop this.
And it's like we're more concerned about
unless the Muslim countries around them decide to step in. We're watching them die now. We watched them get bombed. We've seen pictures of Gaza, what it looked like before, what it looks like now. We're going to watch this genocide go on, and then it's like, how far is it going to go? Because if you can kill these people just because a few are bad eggs, what does that say about us? Look what's going on in America. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing videos of, Hispanic people. They're getting racially profiled now. Now they believe, oh man, that's what's going on. They're getting treated like animals just because they're brown. You know what I'm saying? And soon that's going to trickle down to us. They've already done it to us. They'd be like, oh, let's go get them anyways. Where does it stop? You know what I'm saying? And like I said, if the other Muslim countries can't stop this, because there's nothing we can do. You can protest all you want. You should have kept Kamala in there, but you didn't, because Trump got in there and he's like, hey, beachfront property. We don't care how many bodies we got to build these houses on. So, I mean,
it gets to the point.
It's sad. It's sad.
We've been so caught up, worrying about the kids that Trump may have been messing with, that we're forgetting about the kids who are being killed and genocided over in Gaza, man. I've seen kids kind of crawling like towards aid. I mean, there's aid trucks, like lines of aid trucks out there right now that they won't even allow in. They have like tons and tons of aid just sitting. I've seen Jewish kids, or whatever you want to call them, basically ripping the aid off the trucks and throwing it and breaking it and stepping on it, and so these people couldn't have it. You guys got to understand, this is intentional, man. This has been an intentional act since the beginning. They're telling, so Hamas, man, you guys had alerts that Hamas was going to attack, and it took you guys 10 to 12 hours. You act like Israel is a large country, like you guys don't have troops set out all over the border. You do.
You got to understand the mentality of these people too, because they're like, well, the kids and the women deserve to die too, because Hamas is bad, and they know people, or they're part of that government. They're like, they all need to go. Think about that mentality. They all need to die.
They said it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they've said it multiple times. These are psychopaths. And I'm telling people this too. That kind of hate doesn't stop. They just find somebody new to hate, something new to hate. If you don't crush it now, it's never going to be crushed. They're just going to move on to the next victim and the next victim and the next one. They're going to justify it with the same BS they're doing with this one. And it's sickening.
Absolutely.